You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Daggerfall Unity, of course. How exciting. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Seems that this checkbox for the full screen option, it shows whatever's behind it. Interesting. It's not interesting, it's one of the least interesting things that has ever happened in the history of the universe, but anyway, it's not important. Yes, things have changed since the previous episode. I have to dredge my mind for it. My neighbour has a belated New Year's resolution to renovate his bathroom in the most noisy way possible. Which I wouldn't mind, except that his bathroom is on the other side of the wall to where I'm now sitting. So there have been one or two false starts for trying to make this recording. So if there are any cheap edits, there's a good chance that it's because the hammering has started again. Yes. There's been a lot of getting lost, but more than is comfortable amounts of time in dungeons lately. I think the last 3 or maybe 4 episodes have either been all or predominantly involved dungeon trawls, and it was starting to wear me out a little. So I forget. The key factor is, I'm sure that I tried to do a quest and something went wrong, and then I don't know. The fact is that we're now level 6. Last time we were level 5. I think there's only one very simple 2-minute delivery quest for somebody in a tavern. There's the only thing that hasn't been recorded. And we got the sword back from the armorers. Apart from that, things are much the same as they were. We need to get to level 7 before the next part of the main quest kicks in. Yeah, but for now the only rule is that we won't do a quest that's exactly the same as one that we've already done. But apart from that, anything goes, even, sadly, if it involves going into a dungeon. So, let's choose somebody with the lowest reputation. Of course, the Mages Guild. So, Mages Guild time. The other side of the city. If I'd thought about this more carefully, I would have travelled there before starting recording, but I'm afraid you're stuck with it now. Nearly there. Are we not? Yeah. Sunk into the mud. Let me guess, we're too early. Wrong again. You save before quest. Actually, we have had a bit of excitement in this dull old place lately. In a rather routine Atronaki class, one of the subjects managed to... There's an Atronach on the loose in Daggerfall. Ah, Atronachs, eh? It's new, and it... Well, no, it could be in a dungeon, but let's see. When he said it was on the loose in Daggerfall, I thought it meant the city. No, you just mean the kingdom, don't you? Mother of the Ice, what a relief. It's an unwieldy oath. The hold of Buckingston. No. We can do it this way. It's slightly... Instinctively duck whenever we have this situation with the low ceilings. Ah, I see, the stairs is too much for the horse. Unless you jump. Oh. We have. Zombies? Skeletons? What else can we identify just by the noise? No, I did that thing again of not making the recall point. No, not this. I think they call this, is it aversion therapy, when the thing that you don't like you're exposed to conquer your fear of it? What the hell? Come on, man. Ooh, we have a magic pauldron. I recognize this component from the previous dungeon, the double library. So we are starting to learn. How these things are assembled. The music seems very quiet. If you're going to sit here 45 minutes of mind-numbing incompetence, you may as well have some nice music. I'll try and kill the skeletons first, because they're so bloody annoying. Never neglect the map. Wow. Be having that. You know what? I must be very overconfident. I haven't saved at all yet. change music. It seems a little bit like a depressed saxophone. We need to learn, do Atronorks make noises? We have a magic skirt. I wonder if we can actually wear magic skirt. And the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed then that I've opened the inventory directly. I didn't go through the other screen because thanks to Mr. Pango on the old Daggerfall Unity forums, I'm receiving a steady flow of useful hints and tips. That is one of them. F6, in case you're wondering. F5, F6. Very good. So that's the first. Do they call them shout-outs? I don't know if you can have a shout-out in a video. Maybe that's more of a live streaming concept. If you can have a shout-out in a video, a pre-recorded video, then that was the first one. Hardly much Pango. Yeah, this is straight out of the King of Worms. Of course, the problem I'll have is by the time I've learned the layouts, I'll have forgotten them again. Ow. Oh, come off it. No! That's right, you guys wait behind there. Okay, now you. This is quite handy. I don't know if they're supposed to be confused by the cage. These mummies are rich, aren't they? That's what happened to the bat. When in doubt, pull the switch and save. Quite a menagerie. Come on. How strange. This was also in the previous dungeon. The werewolf, the little pig pen, and yeah, there's a portcullis here that we will now open. That means there will be a fake door here that we cannot open. Yep. Ah. wonder if this will end with an elevator platform. For some reason, no, see, this is different. Slightly different. There are elevator platforms. No, I wasn't far off. Wow. Last time, these were the key to unlocking this dungeon. So, yeah, down you go. And it's not clear what you do. Guess we came up through that way. Hopefully you don't just pull it up again. Mm-hmm. Ah, dear. Yeah. This is exactly the same scenario as the previous one. The werewolf was up there. And so long in that dungeon that I have kind of memorized it. Let's take a look with the old levitate. Yeah, last time, if you go up here, there will be a switch, or no, two of those spinning spindle things. Ow. I do not approve. We're close, I can feel it. Assuming that the Antronork is in the same place as the werewolf, which is not guaranteed. But if it is, then we will have, I don't know, what will we have done? We will have proved that we can learn. Let's just jump on. That mod, which does exist, about reducing the sound of the horse, it could also be. You do the skeletons as well. That would not be unreasonable. Yeah, the problem we had with the... I'm not sure, in fact. Oh, I'm talking about. Get rid of this clown. Oi! What are the odds of not falling down there, do you think? I think they're not good. Potion recipe. Do we not have a Island Jade? Wish I could use that on the skeletons. Yep. Spindly things. Is it open? It is open. So now, question is this indeed where the... Oi. Stand up. Get off. Get off. Oh, sorry. I should be so depressed if the Atronach is not in that room. Okay. No! Oh, how sad. This is only the werewolf location. Not used for other things. Oh dear. I guess it was... You knew it was going to be like this, didn't you? Oh, how sad. Oh, well. Where do we go now? That leads us back to there. Oh, how depressing. I was fairly sure that we had a good shot at that, but no. Interesting. I was not expecting that. Well, we're not a huge distance away. I'll take that. Did the skeleton scream in Morrowind? I don't remember. If they didn't, then these ones should do whatever they do. Oh, come on. This is very silly. I don't need you. You. I've had enough of these doors now, come on. Are you changing a light bulb? What are you doing on that chair? Well, we're very close to the entrance, so we might as well go back and dump stuff. No. much gold do we have, eh? Ah, not enough that I'm going to dump it in the wagon here. Come here. He came out of that water at some fair pace, eh? I didn't know they could do that, but yeah, there's no reason why not. Oh. So thinking back to slightly less recent quests, yes, the Lost Prince of Sentinel, the quest target there was in an underwater secret room, which maybe would be this one. But then maybe again won't be. No, it's not quite the same layout. Was that a dead end? It was. I'll settle for dead ends if I can't find the target. Very sneaky. Ow. It's my least favourite piece of music from the Daggerfall soundtrack. Mithril War Axe. We are starting to move up the food chain. In fact, that reminds me, I said that we'd gone to level 6. I put the points into a little into strength and a little into luck. Yep, I think we were quite lucky to get those two stat boosting items. But I don't feel that we've been excessively lucky or unlucky. We've had our challenges as well. Sneak up on this. Not only did I not sneak up, but you managed to get up. Managed to kill me. Oh. The one time. You better still have that mithril thing, mate. So the Daikatana is 5 to 23. The Wakatahati is terrible. And the War Axe isn't that good. Well. Another one behind it. He's sneaky. No mercy. Dear, dear. Look at all these unexplored passages. That's an interesting noise. It could be that way, up there, or down there. Not sure I recognize that noise. Maybe it's the noise of an Atronork. Now, let's try up. Ooh. I would rather die than go back to the Mages Guild laboratory. I rather you would as well. Okay. I'm not going to spend any more time in here than is absolutely necessary. Let's get out of here. Where were we? We were in Daggerfall, no? Yes. I'm not sure how long that took, but it was... I guess that was about half an hour. 20 to 30 minutes is... certainly an acceptable amount of time to do that kind of quest. 30 to 40 is okay, but it's starting to get a little irritating. And then anything more than 40, it starts to get more frustrating. But that's Daggerfall. You have to put in the time, and you can figure out how the dungeons work. The concept of the portcullis with the two spindly wheel things. Every time we encounter that in future, we know exactly how to deal with it. Mages Guild, south. Let's make sure we're okay. We're not diseased. And it's a very foggy day today. I wonder if there are any weather effects that we haven't seen yet. We've had snow, we've had rain, sun, we have fog. Can't think of any more actual weather effects in actual real life. Actual real life, mind you, not that fake real life. The hunter returns. You have saved us some considerable discomfiture. With your precipitate amelioration of our atronach crisis. Yes. Yeah. I think we can definitely spot that somebody had a big dictionary when they were making this. Okay, quest completed. Of course, this is the oldest save. Happens very rarely. Back to the identity closet. Ooh. Allow me to be the first to offer you my unreserved congratulations on your glorious ascension up the slippery hierarchy that is the Mages Guild. We are now an evoker. We can go to the guild library. I don't know what it means. Silent bracelet. Again. We have more things than this, don't we? A bow of toxic clouds. This might be my new favourite item. The leather-right pauldron of undeniable access. actually be useful. Shining long skirt. Light. So if we ever don't know where we're going, we can put on this skirt. I wonder if we are allowed to wear the skirt. Why not? Oops, I don't know what I've done to it. Did I drop it on the floor? No, 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 don't delete my skirt. Oh no, it's here, look. Oh, we are wearing the skirt. Okay. We don't have any braces. I may as well... amulets. May as well wear that for now. Does this mean that we've lost some pants? I have no problem wearing the skirt, but only when the situation demands it. Okay. Well, gives you fair warning now that I'm just gonna sell stuff and then end the episode. So if you have no interest in watching me selling stuff, then please feel free to depart now. You are highly unlikely to miss anything of note. In fact, that was just a trick to see, test the loyalty of the lightweights. In fact, we're going to do something completely. No, we're not. I'm just going to sell this stuff and then I have nothing. As Winston Churchill once said, I have nothing to offer you. I'm not interested in the bow, but I think I'll keep the pauldron of undeniable access. I'm sure I would have thought. Doesn't matter. Yeah, miscellaneous junk, so we need the pawn shop. We need to go to Mad Eddie's General Pawnbrokers. On a horse. So, another idea for potential mod. We have, I don't know why I'm looking around, it's not relevant. They have public holidays in Morrowind, but perhaps one time a week there could be a market day. So in some I don't know how feasible it would be, but could you on particular days add in little NPCs that were market stalls that you could maybe get better prices or more exotic things? It would be nice to kind of break up the days a little bit, because at the moment it doesn't particularly matter what day of the week it is. And equally, you wouldn't want to go too far and have everything closed at weekends. Would you? I don't think you would. I don't know. No, you wouldn't. You see, not very little is. Here we go. Not important. Where did this shirt come from? Alright. No, I don't know. It's being sold. I guess we'll have to accept that. Look. We have 5k in the wagon. Well, I'll have that. I'm not going to go to an alchemy shop just to sell one feather. 15k in gold. Is it feasible that by hovering the mouse over the gold, it could just tell me in here in this little box? Would be nice. I think our final stop will be the bank. I don't think we have enough to buy a boat yet. The trouble with so many interruptions to recording and having to make edits and some things being lost is that I lose track of what I've said. So if I don't know if I mentioned that we wanted to buy a boat. I won't over egg it, but just on the off chance, we want to buy a boat. This is not a bank. Just a small boat, nothing extravagant. We need, that's 100,000, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, we could get a loan, couldn't we? It'd go against my my financial principles, but 12,000, it's silly. In fact, this is now the point where if we'd brought the money with us from Wayrest, we could have done it right now. Instead, we'll have to wait for next time, as will everything else. Have to wait for next time because this is where this one's going to come to an end. So that's the end. Thank you very much and adios.